Hi everyone, today is January 2nd, 2025. We're kickstarting the new year here with a YouTube video. It's my very first one. I'm a Southern California fruit grower. It's just a hobby. I grow a lot of different types of fruits, but this video is going to be on avocados. I live in the city, about 6 miles away from the nearest coastline in Zone 10B. Possibly 11A with how warm these winters are getting. Yeah, I'm just going to talk you through some of my avocado varieties. The first one is my reed right here. This reed's been in the ground for about 2.5 years. I bought it 3.5 years ago, but I got it in a 3-gallon container as an experimental tree. And I really abused it the first year, and it really didn't grow at all. I wanted to practice grafting, and so at one point it looked like it was about to die, and I said, all right, well, I'll stick it in the ground and see what happens. And it just shot up. I mean, it just shot up. And we're at the start of winter, and we still have new growth here, as you can see, active growth, which is pretty cool. It has a lot of fruit for such a small tree, a relatively small tree. Let me see if I can show you guys what this looks like. I counted about 30, I think it was. 30 avocados. This is the second year it produces. It's a really small, twiggy little tree when I got it, and it's grown quite a bit, as you can see. I mulch my trees a lot. I'm all about soil health, and I don't fertilize my trees. I don't think it's necessary if you have a healthy tree. I mean, healthy soil. As you can see, I get little seedlings sprouting all over the place. These are chirimoyas. I got like a little chirimoya forest growing here. There's just tons of chirimoyas all over my yard. I grow my trees in these 4x4 frames, about 7-8 inches tall, and I plant the trees anywhere from 1/4 to 1/3 above the root ball, and then mound it up. That way I make sure I'm getting good drainage. Eventually the soil settles and the mound isn't so big anymore. But that's the first tree, my reed. My second tree is this bacon. This tree I got also 3.5 years ago, but I put in the ground right away, and I took really good care of it right off the bat. As you can see, it's really big, really spread out nicely, and I'm getting these huge jumbo reed avocados. I've been eating them for a month now, and they're really good. I think they really improve. Whoa, what's going on here? Look at this. I've never seen this before. I just see it. Look at this. There's like a sap. What's going on? Whoa, that's wild. I've never seen that. It's a super sticky sap. You see that, guys? What is this? Huh, interesting. I just saw that. Feels oily. I wonder if it's oil. Oh my goodness, it's seeping oil. I've never seen that. Wow. I'm gonna have to harvest that one and see what it tastes like once it ripens. But yeah, this is the third year this tree is fruited for me. The first year I got 5 avocados. The second year I got about 20. And this year I'm counting right around 40. The quality improved significantly since I changed my watering pattern. It went from a very watery fruit to now just a really This is crazy. To a really rich, oily avocado now, and I'm really liking these. And I think it's because I've been watering this tree a lot less. I used to water it a lot, and this year I'm only watering it twice a week on the warm summer months. And I water it 20 to 30 minutes depending on the weather forecast, on how hot it's going to be. And in the winter I only water it once a week, about 15 to 20 minutes, once again depending on how warm it's going to be. But yeah, this is my bacon. Really good tree, and really good fruit this year. I made guacamole out of these avocados. Actually, my mother-in-law made guacamole. I would have never have thought that these would make good guacamole, and it was fantastic. It was kind of like that version you see at some restaurants where it's where they add sour cream to kind of make more from whatever avocados they have. Except this was it was really flavorful. It wasn't diluted at all, but super creamy. Anyway, moving on to the next tree. I have actually here's a seedling. I get tons of seedlings popping up. I don't know what seed this came from, but here is more chirimoyas, or as we say in Mexico, chirimoya. I also have this is a medjool date. At one point I was getting a lot of these and I was just plucking them out of the ground. I should probably let one grow at some point, see what happens. But anyway, that's a medjool. Chirimoya, avocado seedling. And this is my Mexicola. And as you can see, there's a whole lot of flowers getting ready to bloom. Just tons and tons of flowers. I've never seen it this early in the season. It's a really small avocado, but super tasty, packed with flavor, with a really interesting flavor. Because of the skin, it's got a flavor to it. And as you get closer to the skin, the avocado, it starts getting a smoky flavor, almost like a smoked Gouda. I'm not gonna say it's like smoked Gouda, but it's just kind of a little similar to it when you get close to the skin. But really tasty little avocado. I really like it a lot. It doesn't produce a lot of fruit, but I've noticed that these Mexican type avocados, like the Stewart, Mexicola Grande, Mexicola, they take a long time to mature and really start developing fruit. It's not like the Reed or Gem or Bacon, where they start producing fruit really quick, really soon. These take a longer time. But yeah, this is my Mexicola. All right, well, moving on to my next tree, we have another bacon. This bacon isn't growing quite as fast because I had an accident with it when I was putting it in the ground. It had one of those really big jumbo stakes, and when I took it out of the pot, it folded over. It was in a 15-gallon pot, and the stake folded over and bent the whole tree in half. I thought I killed the poor tree, but it made it. It's alive. It's just not growing quite as fast. It's a healthy tree, and the yellowing that you see here is because we had a pretty warm summer, and of course the two days I forgot, I skipped the watering cycle, happened to be some of the hottest days of the year. But the tree's fine, it's healthy, and for such a small tree, it's actually producing a lot of fruit. I counted 20 avocados in this one, in this tree, and which is really good considering it's not that big of a tree, and I almost killed it not that long ago. So you can see plenty of fruit, 1920 avocados. And of course, here's another chirimoya. Lots of them popping up all over the place. Another chirimoya. And then finally I have my gem. And this summer I put it under a shade canopy that I built. It just didn't have enough foliage, enough leaves to protect itself from the hot days, the warm days, and the sun. Really healthy tree. I had to really get rid of a lot of flowers, all of the flowers, because it was just loaded with flowers earlier this year or last year, and I didn't want to risk damaging the tree. It's not the tallest tree, but I want to show you just how well it's grown in the very short time I've had it. As you can see here, the trunk is just really taking off. I've only had this tree in the ground. I've had this tree for about 2 years, almost 2 years, in the ground for about 1.5 years. And when I first got it, the trunk was this size, maybe even smaller. It was a little twiggy thing. And in just a short amount of time, it took off, and now it's doing this. You can see here's the graft, and I have to say, oh, I almost forgot. I got this tree in the raffle. I won it in Johnny's raffle from Johnny's World. So if any of you avocado growers were part of the raffle or saw that video and were wondering what happened to that tree, this is it. This is the tree I won at Johnny's World, or from Johnny's World. I'm gonna take this canopy off for the winter, so that so it can get some more direct sunlight. But yeah, that's it. How did I choose my avocados? Well, I picked them. There were two things I was keeping in mind. One, I wanted them to ripen in different times throughout the year. And so the Mexicola is the first one to ripen. That's kind of a late August, mainly September avocado, maybe October. And then the next one is the bacon, which the fruit's edible early December, but really the flavor starts really developing in late December and on, and it goes December, January, February, maybe into March. The gem, I believe, is March, April, May. I don't know, May, June. And then the reed is late June, July, maybe into August. So that just about covers the whole year for avocados. And also the flavor. I was really interested in a variety of flavors, so I didn't want 4 or 5 avocados that tasted like a Haas. I wanted everything to taste completely different. So a bacon tastes nothing like a Mexicola. A Mexicola tastes nothing like a reed or a bacon. And the gem, well, tastes nothing like any of the others. So that's how I pick my avocados. And I'm limited on space, but 5 avocados, once they mature, it's gonna be a lot of avocados, so I'm not worried. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section, and I hope you enjoy this video. All right, have a good one.